Hey guys, I'm Samaya and welcome to my channel. It has been a while since I've uploaded, so I'm a little rusty, but I thought it'd be nice to slowly work my way into filming again by talking about some of my new favorite underrated TV shows. These are just some of my personal, underrated shows. I feel that they don't get enough credit that they deserve, but to be honest, most of these are fairly new. I'm gonna be honest, all of them are fairly new. They came out last year, except for one of them. But I thought it'd be great if we talked about them because I love them so much. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm so happy to be back. And I thought we'd start off with a show that had me in suspense every week. So I was watching it on Paramount, and it's a show called School Spirit. It's starring Peyton List as the main girl. She plays Maddie, who is stuck in the afterlife. She is basically trying to figure out her mysterious disappearance. She's trying to figure out who you know what I mean? And each time you're getting closer and closer to figuring out the truth. There's more lies, there's more secrets that pop up, and you keep thinking oh my god, I know who did it. I know what happened. No, you don't. Let me tell you that much. You don't. It's a pretty amazing show, always has you on your toes, and the characters that are stuck there in the school with her are fantastic. Their backstories, I love them so much, and I feel like they really capture some great details of them and their stories. Whoever, I'm not sure, I haven't gotten really deep into the actors themselves, but the people who portrayed them, they're very great, and I hope to see them in other projects in the future. If you hear noise in the background, that is my cat. That's Sunny, and he loves to talk. He is an orange cat, and they're pretty talkative, so don't you mind that. So moving along, I want to talk about Superstore. Superstore is one of my favorite sitcoms. If you're into sitcoms, I'd recommend Superstore. So it's basically following a bunch of people who are there. Okay, so there's a regional manager, and that's Jeff. I think Jeff is the regional manager. Glenn is the main manager of the store. He is such a sweetheart. And there's Dina, who Dina reminds me of a mix of I'd say, damn it, what's his name? Dwight Schrute, and then the guy from Parks and Rec. I have not watched Parks and Rec, but I've heard a lot of people talking about him, and I've seen clips about it, and I'm yeah, that's Dina and Dwight mixed into a woman. Her character blows me away. She's hilarious. I love her. Then there's Amy and Jonah, and Justine. There's Sandra. There's a whole cast of people that will have you cracking up. If you're having a bad day, I would recommend you sit down and watch Superstore, okay? Oh my god, I almost forgot Garrett. Garrett, he's a good character, okay? And just sit down, watch the show. It'll give you a good laugh, and you'll keep coming back to watch more. If you have already watched the show, you'll probably end up rewatching the show, because it's just that great. I literally just finished rewatching it, and I realized I hadn't watched season 6. Season 6 was filmed during COVID, and I was watching it, and I'm I don't think I've seen this before. And the finale was adorable, made me tear up, and I was oh my god, I love this. I love them. It's adorable. But yeah, that's enough about Superstore. Moving on. Oh my god, I forgot to mention, there's always some chaos happening in the store, especially with the customers themselves. The customers, I love that they do clips of them doing some random stuff, you know? Like, it always makes me giggle, or I'm like, oh my god, what? Like, that's disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, I just thought I should put that in there. Next one is a good one. It is The Horrors of Dolores Roach. So, The Horror of Dolores Roach, right here, is lightly portrayed like Sweetie Todd. Like, I feel like she gives Sweetie Todd vibes. I actually Googled it because earlier I was talking to a friend of mine and he was like, that gives me Sweetie Todd vibes. And I was like, yeah. And I Googled it and it's actually lightly portrayed off of him. And I was like, that's pretty cool, you know? But basically, she is like recently getting out of jail. She was like unjustly put into jail for selling marijuana. She did 16 years, and she basically like she meets up with this old friend that she actually finds his old like empanada shop, and she ends up like being a masseuse in his house, and some things end up happening, some crazy thing. I don't want to get so much into that, but you should definitely watch it and see for yourself. There are some great actors in the show that I love very much, and I feel like the show itself, like, oh my god, I can't say a lot without saying a lot, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spoil anything for you. You just gotta watch it, or watch the trailer and then see if you want to watch it. You can find that show on, I think it's on Prime or Paramount, it might be. I'm not sure, but it is a really good show and I'm hoping for a second season. Fingers crossed for a second season for sure. It deserves one immediately, right now. Okay, moving along. So the next one is a drama comedy. It's called Class of '07. Class of '07 is actually a show I just finished watching like 2 days ago, and I'm kind of sad it's over. It was hilarious, as well as like, I love seeing the banter between all the characters. Let me get into what it's about. Basically, a group of girls, they go to their high school reunion at an all-girls school. But there was like this tidal wave or like something like that, and excuse that. There was this whole tidal wave that happened, and the school is trapped there. So everyone from the reunion is stuck in the school. School becomes an island, practically. And they have to find a way to survive all together. They're just stuck there and they have to figure out a way to like get along and live in harmony. And a lot of these girls did not grow up together getting along. There was some bullies. There was like a lot of clash in between them, you know? So it's a fun story to see, and it's really interesting how everything plays out. And it's very funny as well, seeing everything, like, oh my god, just the stuff that happens between these girls is hilarious, because I don't want to say anything, but there's something that happens. Like, there's this one scene of this girl pretending to be a doctor, and she does something to one girl, and I was like, oh my god, girl. Anyways, let's move along before I spoil this show. I'm still not over it because I literally just finished watching it 2 days ago. And okay, this next one is a pretty good one, and it's actually based off of a video game. I never got to play this video game growing up just because I wasn't the type to play video games. I was more of the like sit and watch type of kid, you know. But it is called Twisted Metal. And I actually really loved this show. It has some dark humor mixed in there, with some action, a lot of action actually. and some gore, which is always fun, you know. If you're like me and you love all that, then you're really gonna love this show. It basically follows this guy. I forgot his name already. I'm gonna be honest, I started watching this show because I think her name is Stephanie. Is one of the actresses from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I started watching it because she's in there, as well as like her boyfriend from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I was like, oh my god, I have to watch this show. And then I later came to find out that it's based off of a video game, and I was like, oh my god, that's so freaking cool, like that's amazing. But yeah, I watched it. It is amazing. The backstories on the characters are phenomenal, and I feel like it deserves so much more credit than it got, because I've seen some bad reviews on it. A lot of people didn't like it because they're like, it's not true to the game. But I'm like, bro, if you put the game aside from it, then the show together as a whole is amazing. And I'm so happy it's getting a season 2, because bro, it deserves a season 2. I'm gonna be honest, okay? But yeah, I feel like I didn't say much about what it's about itself, you know what I mean? I don't really know what it's about. I mean, I know, but I don't know. But I know the main character, he's like a milkman, and he like goes around places and he like delivers stuff, and then goes to another place, and it's a whole thing. You just have to sit down and watch it. Just sit down and watch it, but not with children, okay? A majority of these shows you actually shouldn't watch with children. I'm just gonna say that right now, okay? But yeah, I think that if you have some dark humor like me, you would love all these shows very much. I particularly feel like they deserve more credit than they've gotten. And I would love to see more of them. I would love to see what you guys think down in the comments below. And I hope to hear from you guys and your thoughts about this. If you've watched any of these shows, let me know what you thought. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys whenever with another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see any more of my videos. They will be right here somewhere in this vicinity. But yeah, love you guys.